With sacred sex, how do I make my husband comfortable enough to have it more often? Well, first I might start with a conversation. What are the things that are going on that, so I'm gathering that you have what you consider, sacred or more ritualized or spiritual sex sometimes, but you'd like to have it more. So I would start with a conversation. What's up with him? How does he feel about it? Is there anything that's blocking him? Is there something, a direction he'd like to take your sacred erotic experiences that might be different? I mean, for some people think of sacred sex as being very slow and almost kind of calmly meditative sex. But sacred sex can be what we like to call, sacred monkey fucking, right? I mean, it can be really, really hot and erotic. So I would start to actually just, not when you're having sex, have conversations about what it is and what it could be. So I have some follow-up comments from Andrea. Thank you. He's fearful that it wouldn't remain sacred if you have it too often. Well, that's an interesting belief that you could start to explore. He might try reframing that belief into that it's something that you can have all the time. It's something that you can have every time, or it's something that you can have frequently, because sacred doesn't necessarily mean rare. It can mean special, but you can have really special, amazing sex often. So I would just start to explore if there are maybe multiple ways to have sacred sex. So maybe there's a particular way, and again, Andrea's got some follow-ups. Sacred doesn't mean rare, and he thinks 1 to 3 times a month. So I would explore that. And Carl has a great comment that I want to share. The whole thing about the sacred realm is it's infinitely abundant. It doesn't run out. So I would have conversations with him about that. The thing about our beliefs is our brains are like computers. We can reprogram them. We can get rid of programming that's just not serving, and replace it with more useful programming, like the idea that this is an abundant, ever expanding experience we can have. And in fact, the more often we have it, the better we often get at it, the easier it can become to get to that really connected place, and get to those ecstatic experiences. So I would posit the opposite, which is, that the more we do it, the more it can become part of our spiritual experience. So